Hello everyone, welcome back. We are gonna play episode 4 of Two Falls today. Let's see what the game holds for us today.
After fighting back a pack of wolves and spending half a month trying to reach Quebec alone, I thought the worst was finally behind us. But the worst was just beginning. Come on, let's find food before it gets dark.
Okay, so it seems we skipped 2 weeks since episode 3. Last time we saw Jeanne, this character. She was being chased by wolves, but it seems like she made it out alive. And Capitan also made it out alive. Capitan is the dog. And doesn't seem like she caught up with Pierre yet. So this game is giving us little fragments of the story.
Even colder than last night.
So that we can put it all
This
together.
Keeps up, foraging alone won't cut it.
I think that is quite fun. It keeps us intrigued. And we're always kind of wondering what's going to happen next. I honestly can't wait to see where this game ends and where the story ends. So far, I've really been enjoying it a lot. I'm curious to hear your thoughts of the game if you have played it. If you don't have it, you can get it on the Xbox Store. It's available for PlayStation 5 and also on Steam.
Oh.
For about $20, I think.
That's right. I'm not going to hurt you.
Cute.
Good girl.
Don't chase them, Capitan.
Proud of yourself? You're lucky I can't stay mad at you.
Yeah, he's so
At
cute.
least they left us fruit. Getting sick of nuts and berries, though.
So let me show you the codex. You might have seen me talk about this in the previous episodes that we played. But this codex tells us some stuff about the animals and also historical facts about the animals. This game is very rooted in history, and it kind of made this fictional story within historical facts of the 17th century. So you can get a little history lesson too while you are playing this game. It's even teaching us about the Bible over here. Alright, but we're not going to get stuck on that too much. Let's continue the game.
Wait. Is that a campfire? Maybe they can help us. Just like Pierre did.
Jeanne turns out to be quite a sturdy character. She's been through a lot, but seems like she's surviving, so don't know if I would have survived.
Yeah, we know. Easy. I'm not trying to hurt you. My name is Tehon Wastasta. I come in peace.
Wait. You speak... But you're not...
A Frenchman? Nah, afraid not. Though people say I have the accent for it. Is something wrong?
No, I'm fine. I just... I wasn't sure that, people like you even knew our language.
So
We're
he's
only
native
different
Innu.
colors, not different species.
Oh. Right. Sorry?
And we met him in
It's all
episode
right.
2, I believe.
Besides, you surprised me, too. Hadn't expected the first white lady I meet to live in the middle of the woods.
I'm Jeanne, by the way. And this is Capitaine.
A pleasure to meet you. Though, I must admit, it's a confusing place to meet. I heard French women never leave Quebec's settlements. And that's days from here.
Well, you see... I'm not exactly from here.
Are any white folk from here?
Good
No,
point.
I mean, I didn't live in the colonies. I came from France. But there was an accident. I got stranded and... I could really use a hand reaching Quebec. I know it's a lot to ask, especially coming from a stranger, but please, if there's any way you can...
I'm sorry, but I cannot accompany you. I'm needed elsewhere, and soon. However, the Frenchmen I work with, they're headed for a trading post nearby. If you're willing to work, I could ask them to provide food and shelter to last the winter.
I'd be more than willing. I'll cut wood, sew clothes, do laundry, anything.
Seems like you'll enjoy being cooped up there more than me. Come, I'll introduce you. Maybe get you food and a seat by the fire, too.
Thanks, Tehonasa. I really do appreciate it.
You're welcome. But it's Tehon Wastasta.
So I wonder if she's only...
Tehoa. Wait, no. Teosata.
I wonder if she's only a little bit headstrong because of choices I made earlier. I'm not
Just
sure.
call me Tehon. By the way, how did you get so lost in the first place?
Let's tell him about Pierre, because he knows Pierre.
I was traveling with someone. A fur trader named Pierre.
Just one? I didn't think fur traders were allowed to work alone.
I mean, he was alone when I met him.
Strange. And where is this man now?
No idea. Something attacked us and we got separated. I just hope he didn't die trying to save me.
I see. Is he the one who gave you that wolf skin?
It was supposed to be alone. Why do you ask?
Oh, it, just reminded me of something a friend told me.
Alright, so he doesn't know Pierre, but he knows Maikon, who just met Pierre in the previous episode.
We were fine until we found that kid at the beach. Now, we can barely sleep a wink.
What if he's the thing howling us? But the werewolf? Quit saying stupid shit. He was Inu, not Lucifer.
And Dio, sorry for the wait.
Finally! Where were you?
Hello?
A woman? More like a fucking beauty.
These
Hey,
two
hands
needed
off,
help.
man.
I offered to take them with us to the post.
Since when do you get to make that kind of decision?
I couldn't just leave them there.
You're not in charge of this crew. I am. And I say we have no room for dead weight.
Wait. Please. I won't slow you down, I swear.
Yeah, don't be harsh, Albert. I mean, just look at her. She's a real...
Yeah, back off.
Easy now. Let's stay calm. They've had a hard road to Quebec. Let's not make it harder.
Wait, Quebec? By themselves?
Indeed. Jeanne used to have a partner, but he met a grim fate.
Partner? Like, her husband?
I wish I could say he was my husband, so these guys can leave me alone, but
Oh, just a traveling companion. A fur trader who worked alone. His name is... or was Pierre.
I didn't know they could operate by themselves, but
They can't. It's illegal.
Yeah. Saint Associé Company says lone woodrunners should be considered outlaws.
what are you saying?
Either the girl's been working with a fucking thief, or she pulled a fast one on you so she could get to us.
Is this true? You lied?
No. Listen, I'm not a thief. And Pierre never said anything about this. I swear.
You think we're gonna believe another word of your bullshit?
Next words out of your mouth better be the goddamn truth.
Yeah. How'd you really get your hands on that pelt?
And why's a harlot like you got a damn Bible?
oh, these guys
Well,
are quite
wait till
rude,
the
aren't
boss
they?
hears about this.
No. You mustn't get the Jesuit involved.
Jesuit? A church missionary runs the trading post?
That's right. And he decides what happens to heathens like you. Get rope. I don't want her running off.
Albert, please! You can't!
Hey, learn your place or I'll remind you of it, Wendat.
I always believed honesty was a virtue. But that day... Fine! Take me to him! I've been trying to tell you I'm supposed to meet your leader.
The hell'd you say?
I'm gonna convince them I'm a nun.
My name is Sister Jeanne Angelier, servant of the Jesuit order.
What?
Just like your employer, I came to save natives by converting them to God's faith. What do you think he'll say if he learns you spurned a woman of the cloth?
Wait, Tehan, is she telling the truth?
Yeah, now you're in trouble.
I don't care what he has to say. I want proof.
Yeah. You know, sermons from the good book, church medicine, anything.
Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Isaiah 41:10. If you want to check for yourself. Not that I expect any of you to know how to read.
You little... fine. You can come. But what happens after we reach the post is your problem. And you better pray to God I don't find out you were lying. Get her food. I don't want her hungry ass slowing us down.
Albert! You can't be serious. She's...
I said do it, you fucking inbreds!
Funny, isn't it? I lied because I was afraid of death. Of being alone. Yet, both those fears came true in the end.
Alright, so I can start to see now how the choices I made earlier in the game are affecting the outcomes in the present. So I think the choices have quite a big impact on the game. So when you play the game, I'm interested to hear, you know, how it turned out for you based on the choices you made. I'm thinking I should replay the game and make different choices and see how it turns out. But that was quite interesting. So she read the scripture in episode 2. I think I chose for her to read the scripture, and I could see how it came in handy now. Alright, seems like we're back with Maikan and Pierre now. Let's see where their journey is taking us.
My favorite season used to be when leaves change colors. A time when Innu set off on family journeys to hunt caribou and endure winter. But that day, those colors reminded me how far from home I really was. And that time was running out. Loons? Migrating already? Another warning from the winter spirit, I guess. Not like I need more after Pierre's wound. Can it really be that simple, though? Can I really just blame him for this? Or...
Hey!
What took you so long?
You have any idea how hard it is to take a piss right now? Ah, I was trying to empty my bladder, not my whole goddamn chest cavity.
Careful, Pierre. I didn't replace all those bandages just to see you die from a bad joke.
My jokes are great. Bourgeois. Anyway, come on. Let's hit the road.
Isn't this beautiful?
Sure you want to lead the way? Thought you said you'd never been this far west.
I haven't, but I know exactly where we're going.
I do love the colors.
The river where you saw Jeanne's tracks is just across this hill. Our best bet to find her trail is to start there. All we need is a way across that won't strain your wound.
Well, I won't argue with an Inu when it comes to tracking. But if somehow you get us lost, you ain't ever hearing the end of it.
A really beautiful landscape.
Terrain's getting rugged. I'd kill for one of those flying canoes right now.
Flying. Excuse me?
What, you never heard that story? Right, so... There's these 3 friends, yeah? They love hunting. Love it so much, they even skip Sunday Mass to shoot deer.
What's Mass?
Just some scam you ain't supposed to skip. Not important. Point is, one day, an old man shows up. Offers these guys a deal. Says if they hunt for him, he'll give them a boat to sail the skies. And the hunters, obviously, they're stoked. They agree and get a flying canoe.
This elder sounds a bit suspicious.
Getting to that part. Relax. Anyway, these hunters use the flying canoe to hunt more than ever. From dusk till dawn for days on end, they kill and kill and kill. But when they finally try to land, the canoe won't let them. Turns out the old man was the devil, cursing them for skipping mass. So they end up damned to hunt for all eternity, roaming the skies in a flying canoe.
I don't think I understand. What's a devil?
He's, an evil spirit, basically. Worst of the worst.
Still doesn't explain why it lashed out like that.
Hey, I said they skipped mass. They had it coming. Whole point of the story is about staying close to God and going to church.
I don't think you're very good at telling stories, Pierre.
Oh, piss off.
So a big theme in the game seems to be the religion thing. How the French are very Christian or Catholic,
So,
obviously, and the
what
Innu
about you,
know
huh?
nothing about their
You
religion.
think you can tell a better story?
And in this
Of
way,
course.
they're kind of learning about
Let's
each other.
see. A long, long time ago,
Let's tell something funny.
there was a talking lynx who married Innu women.
Huh? You mean one of them wildcats? And you say my story made no sense.
Like I said, this was a long time ago, back when all creatures lived as perfect equals. Now, this lynx was a hunter, but on days without prey, he ate his brides instead. No hunter could seem to catch him, so he wed and fed on countless Innu women.
Christ.
One day, a strange woman came forth to end this tragedy. "If none of you can kill him," she said, "then I will, for he cannot eat me." So she left her people behind, found the lynx, and married him.
What, just like that? Ain't we skipping a few steps?
You prefer I describe their first night as husband and wife? Now, one cold winter evening, hunting had been poor. Lynx was very hungry. He came home hoping to devour his wife, but she was nowhere to be found. There was only a roaring fire in the middle of their tent, so big it singed the walls. Lynx was at a loss. It was too cold to search for her, and he was too hungry to hunt. So, he sat by the fire, thinking, until the fire began to cook him.
Hang on. What?
Lynx
This is a
thought
funny
he
story.
smelled delicious, so delicious, in fact. He wondered how he tasted.
What?
He cut off a piece of his leg, roasted on the fire, gave it a bite, and he was amazed. He was the tastiest thing he ever tried. So Lynx kept eating over and over until he tried roasting his own heart and died. Sure enough, his wife had tricked him and saved all Innu women.
You, enjoy that story?
It's kind of funny story.
Of course, it was my favorite when I was little. Did you not like it?
What?
No, it was great. It's just, you know, I think I understand why we don't have the same sense of humor.
I love the way
Oh.
the story shows how the
Right.
two different types of
What's
people
wrong?
are starting to
Things scared the living
get
shit
to know
out of
each
me.
other and their cultures.
See? Thought it was the thing that attacked me again.
You shouldn't be afraid, Pierre. This is a sign the forest is treated with respect. Innu do this to animals we hunt, to honor their deaths and give their spirits peace.
Yeah? Well, it sure as shit didn't give my spirit peace.
We see how their different beliefs are kind of clashing, but also how they learn to respect each other. I really think this game shows us a very sensitive way, in a very sensitive way, the encounter between the colonizers
I'll
and
be
the
damned.
indigenous people.
You really did know where you were going.
Wait. Look at that.
At what?
There. Skid marks on the slope. Footprints at the bottom.
Holy hell. Must be hers.
Maybe. But something doesn't seem right. Why risk another fall like that?
Could have been chasing something. Look at this. See here? Dog tracks. A few days old. Pretty sure they were left by Jeanne's dog. Mutt must have gotten spooked, so she went after him.
I don't think that's true. That print's almost bigger than my hand. And those claws.
Shit. Wolf?
Seems like it.
You think it was hunting her?
Only one way to find out.
Really hope all the characters find each other in the end. They seem to keep missing each other. I can't wait to see where this game ends.
Whoa.
Guess we found the wolf's den.
Older than the last tracks. But there's a lot more.
Jesus. Must be damn near a dozen of the things.
Can't be. Most of these prints match. Shouldn't be more than 5.
5 sounds like plenty to me. You don't think these belong to her, right?
No. Bones are too small. Weeks old, too.
Weeks? Christ, no wonder they went for Jeanne. Mutts must have been starving.
Prints are deep, spaced apart, like they were sprinting. Chasing prey.
Can't make that jump with my wound still tender. Trail them without me. I'll find another way down, meet you ahead.
All right. Keep your guard up. The wolves could be nearby.
Don't worry. I'll be real ready for them.
What's all this? Just like back home. Is this Jeanne's doing? Does this mean she's close?
I do love the soundtrack of this game.
Just a little further. Just a little further and I can... Easy. Easy. I know you're scared. But I'm not trying to hurt you, okay? Okay. I'm going to leave now. Nice and...
Icon! Hold on! Say your prayers, Shinsa!
Wait!
Oh no.
It's not violent, just hurt. And afraid we'll hurt it more.
Fine. What's the plan?
Don't break eye contact, and...
Shit. What now?
Give me a second to...
You don't have a second! God damn it!
Stop! You'll make the spirit...
Icon! Get down!
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay. So, my Khan is contemplative because of the decisions I made in the game, and now it seems to have gotten us in trouble. So, I guess the choices we make in this game has a very big impact on the outcomes. Yeah, I'm starting to see it more clearly now. And we're back with Zhen.
Surprised you didn't go straight to bed.
I tried, but I have trouble closing my eyes around them.
Albert will be angry if you're too tired to keep up tomorrow.
You think he needs my help getting angry? Listen, Tehan. I wanted to apologize. Lying to save my life was one thing, but I didn't have to make you part of it. Especially after you took a big risk helping me. I'm sorry.
I don't resent you, Jeanne. Those three were out of line long before you were. And they would never try apologizing like this, either. But pretending to be a nun isn't the issue. That is.
My Bible.
The men of God I've met all carry that same book. And if owning one makes you anything like them, helping you was a mistake.
What? Tehan, priests dedicate their lives to saving people. How is it a bad thing for me to serve God's will like them?
God's will, huh? What is that exactly? What does this spirit you all worship stand for?
Well, for me, God is. He's the reason I didn't give up when I was alone. Believing he watched over me, guided me in times of need. It kept me moving forward, even when everything felt hopeless.
So, God gives you faith in the future?
That's right.
Strange. The Jesuits I know want nothing more than to destroy my people's faith.
What do you mean by that?
These men of God are not what you think they are. And you need to know why.
I can. I can. Hey! The hell you doing? We gotta move.
You go on without me. I'll catch up once I've taken care of the body.
Are you out of your... Kid, we have no damn clue how far Jeanne got, or if she's alive. And the longer we wait, the worse our odds of finding her get.
I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and let the life you ended amount to nothing more than rot.
Jesus Christ, Lycan, you're not being realistic.
Realistic? What part of honoring the dead isn't realistic to you?
The part that puts our necks on the line. What if those wolves come back for us, huh? What if something worse comes? We'll die, the girl will die, and so will your goddamn people. Look, I killed that thing to save your life. Now, you can use that life to come with me, find Jeanne, and get your pelt back. Or, you can waste it here, coddling a corpse.
A waste of life? That's what you call this? You're a murderer, Pierre.
The hell did you say to me?
You were going to kill that wolf before it even thought of attacking. Just like you were going to kill me when I found you in that cave, before I even spoke. How many times did you pull that trigger when all you had to do was listen? I have no idea how many meaningless deaths you've caused. But I'm willing to bet it's too many. And if you really think taking responsibility for even one of them is a waste of life, maybe I was wrong to save yours.
I feel like in this episode we can really see the clash of religious beliefs.
How much wood do we need?
Showing us the Innu people's
Jesuits came
beliefs
to our land bearing messages of peace.
and the French beliefs.
We welcomed them at first, shared our languages and customs, brokered alliances. But peace was never their goal. They only sought to convert my people to Christian faith, no matter what the cost. Granted, some went out and embraced God by choice. Others chose to preserve traditions. Yet all of us paid the price. Jesuits sowed malcontent among our ranks, fostering division. They fought to replace our leaders, hoping to control our very lives. When that failed, they spread plagues we had no cures for. And disease does not discriminate based on belief. We buried thousands because of them, Jeanne. Thousands.
Yes, unfortunately, this is the reality of colonization. Let's see where this grows.
Tejon. I mean, Is this really what happened?
You think I'm lying?
No, of course not. It's just... Why would good Christian men do that to innocent people?
What makes you think they consider us people? In the end, Haudenosaunee raiders scattered the Jesuits. Then, despite death, despite division, the Wendat stood tall. We rebuilt what could be salvaged, found new ways to move forward. But now, more than ever, we need to make peace with the past, learn to coexist. To do that, both our peoples must foster fair trade and understanding. Augustin, the priest who runs the trading post, agrees. And I want to believe he's better than the others. That together, we can heal from all this loss and pain. But every time I see his cross, or his book, or his condescending smile, I remember they took more from us than anyone will ever realize. And that's...
That's beautiful, Myken.
I'm pretty sure this is the end of the episode. Wow. I think episode 4 is so far my favorite of them all. What a really beautiful episode. I can't wait to play episode 5 and see where the rest of the story goes. Thank you for tuning in again, and I hope you're enjoying this game as much as I am. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.